So many of us, right? We run our businesses on accounting software. We trust it with our most important numbers. But have you ever stopped to think, what if that very tool, the one you lean on every single day, is actually holding you back? Well, that's what we're going to dig into. We're going beyond the ledger to uncover the hidden limits of standard accounting software and how they just might be capping your true potential.
You know, if your accounting software could talk, I'm pretty sure this is exactly what it would say. I mean, think about that for a second. It just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly frames the problem we all face. We're using a tool that was built for one specific job, to track the money, and we're asking it to do a dozen other things it was never, ever designed for.
So what does this limitation actually look like in the real world, day to day? Well, to really get a feel for this, let's dive into the story of a small garage owner named Raj. His experience, I think, perfectly illustrates the struggle of putting in all the right effort, but with all the wrong tools.
Okay, so picture this guy, Raj. He was the classic hard worker, honest, totally dedicated, up before the sun, and never afraid to get his hands dirty. He was pouring every single ounce of his energy into his garage day in and day out, just pure hustle.
But the problem was, his workshop, well, it was kind of stuck in the past. He had just one car jack, a really basic set of hand tools. He was constantly fighting with these stubborn, rusted bolts. Every single job was just a grind, a battle of sheer physical force.
And you can guess what happens next, right? This old school, manual way of doing things just led to total chaos. He'd forget what a customer ordered. He'd suddenly run out of a crucial part right in the middle of a repair. It was a constant firefight, just trying to keep things from falling apart. And this is the real kicker. Even with all that work, that constant motion, the business itself was completely stuck. Raj was basically running on a treadmill. He was putting in all the effort in the world, but he was going absolutely nowhere. Progress had totally stalled. So something had to give, right? What was the turning point? Well, for Raj, it all changed when he went to visit his cousin Samir's modern workshop. Just seeing a different way of working sparked this huge realization about his own business and what was really missing. And Samir said something so simple, but it changed everything for Raj. Let the tools do the heavy lifting. He realized he wasn't failing because he wasn't working hard enough. He was failing because he had no leverage. So let's talk about this word leverage. What does it actually mean here? Well, it's really the core idea of working smarter, not harder. It's about using a system or a tool to take one small action and create a massive result. For Raj, it meant getting hydraulic lifts instead of that one manual jack. And for a business, it means getting smart software. And this right here, this just lays it all out. On the left, you've got the old way, pure effort. That's the endless hustle with basic tools that leads straight to stagnation. But on the right, you have the new way, leverage. That's using smart systems and better tools to create real growth. It's the difference between running in place and actually moving forward.
Okay, so how do we take this idea of leverage and apply it to software? Well, this is where you get to see the magic that happens when you stop looking at raw data and start making real decisions. A true business management tool can give you this leverage. And believe it or not, it can start with something as simple as 2 clicks.
Look, let's be real. Any accounting software out there can show you your totals, your invoices, your pending payments. That's standard. That's just data. The real magic, the leverage, is in what you can do with that data instantly. Check this out. It's so simple. With one single click on the bill column, the software instantly sorts everything to show you your lowest performing customers. Then a second click flips it, and bam, just like that, your most valuable top-tier clients are right there at the top. And just like that, in 2 clicks, you've done something huge. You've separated the time wasters from the real revenue drivers. See, this isn't just data anymore. This is business intelligence. It tells you exactly where to focus your energy. That's leverage. But wait, it gets even better, because right from that same screen, you can take action. You can group your data, export it to Excel, send a quick payment reminder through WhatsApp, or email a full statement. Each of these isn't just a feature. It's a powerful tool that turns passive numbers into active business management. So when you start putting all these pieces together, you're not just doing bookkeeping anymore. You're building something much more powerful. You're building your business's control tower. It's about getting that complete 360-degree view and turning your software into a true command center. I love this analogy because it's just so perfect. An air traffic controller doesn't get out there and push the planes, right? No, they use visibility and data to guide everything efficiently and safely. That's exactly what the right software should do for you. Give you the clarity you need to make smart decisions that help your business take flight. And from this control tower, you get all these critical dashboards at a single glance. You're not just looking at past sales. You're tracking year-over-year trends, you're keeping an eye on your inventory, your cash flow, your profit per month, who owes you money, and even staying ahead of your tax liability. It's all right there. So, for example, let's just take one of those dashboards, the sales lookout. Instead of digging through piles of reports, you get a super clear visual comparison like this. You can instantly see your growth. Are you trending up or down? This simple visual gives you the answer in seconds, and that lets you make faster, smarter decisions. All right, so we've walked through Raj's story, from that endless hustle to finally finding leverage. And now it's time to turn that question back on ourselves, on our own businesses. Are your tools really enough? It's a simple question, but the answer? Well, the answer could define the entire future of your business. And that's really what it all boils down to, isn't it? Are you stuck like Raj was, fighting stubborn bolts with basic tools, putting in endless work that just leads to stagnation? Or are you letting smart tools do the heavy lifting, turning all of your hard work into real, actual growth? That's the question to ask yourself.